Over the next decade, the demand for direct support workers will grow substantially. Direct support can be a very rewarding career. However, many people are not good matches for this type of work. Is a direct support job right for you? Please watch this video and carefully consider the challenges and rewards of this type of work before you accept a direct support position. The job of direct support workers is to help people with disabilities do things that most of us do every day. If you accept a position as a direct support worker, your specific job duties will vary according to the needs of the individuals you will work with.
I'm 93 and a half years old. I grew up in Moberly, Missouri. When Mac and I got married, we moved 14 times and ended up in Texas and loved it.
I'm going to draw your eyes on for you. I work at Miss McDaniel's home. A lot of people think when you get in this kind of business, it's easy, but it's not. It's kind of hard. You got to get them up and get them dressed, make sure they eat, shower them, make sure they're okay and they're safe in their homes. When I first started, it's like, oh my God, am I going to be able to handle all of this? Because I was very scared. But then, you know, after a couple of weeks, I got the hang of it and got used to it. And I started liking what I was doing.
Usually I would arrive in the morning, close to 7:30. I would shower him, wash his hair, shave him, get him dressed, just go on with the day. I mop, clean, do the laundry, go out to the grocery store.
Brandon and I both have an interest in cooking and in health foods. Yeah, we get along real well. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Typical work day here would be to arrive at 7 a.m. to help them get up, get dressed. Then we'd serve breakfast, give out medications. Okay, we're just gonna get up and go to the restroom, okay? These people need love and support and companionship just as much as they need somebody to cook for them and clean them up and help them get dressed. You need to be willing to be all of that.
I was born here in San Antonio, September the 10th, 1942. I was very fortunate to be able to get Cynthia because she is a dedicated individual and she knows what she's doing.
When I go to Mr. Clack's home, you know, I think about how I would want my home to be. It's not like, you know, I see this needs to be done, I'm going to ignore that or wait and say, okay, it'll get done, because he has nobody else to get it done. I think direct care is great. I like that I'm with this person and that I'm keeping them in the home in a setting that they're comfortable in. I love that.
I work for a place where we take care of people with Alzheimer's, a little bit of dementia. Some of them we have to take them to the bathroom. We gave them medicines and we shower them, brush teeth, everything. I feel like since I love them, I'm making a difference in their lives.
Sharon assists me in the bathroom, changing my clothes, preparing me for school. She takes notes for me and just helps me there. Whatever physical need I have at the moment, she is there for me. I don't feel like she's a worker or employee. She's a friend, a confidant, an older sister, and we just get along great.
Monday morning pill.
I usually arrive at Mrs. Miller's around 8 a.m. in the morning. I've been in many different careers in my life. 1995, I became a direct care worker. I find this to be one of the most rewarding jobs because I'm doing what I enjoy. There's some jobs you say, oh, I just got to go. But no, this one, I never think twice about going to work. I think twice if I have to take off of work.
just like you go into your friend's house to clean up for him. I think it's a pretty cool job, you know, compared to a lot of jobs. It's just pretty flexible.
I definitely enjoy my job doing this. It's just like being in a house with a bunch of roommates. You never know what's going to happen, and it's always new and it's interesting and it's dynamic because you're taking care of people and not at a computer all day.
I've known people get a job, they get fired, they get laid off. And for me, that I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. You know, I know I have a good relationship with my client. I don't have to worry about getting laid off.
Just knowing that you're making a difference to somebody, they depend on you, they get to know you, they love you. It's such a simple way to make a huge impact on somebody's life.
Know that you have actually contributed something to their day. A joke, a smile, a thank you, or even just a hug. So you want to have I enjoy actually helping them do something that makes their day. All right, I can make cornbread.
That sounds good. Make cornbread.
All right, Mr. Clark, let's get you shaved up and beautified. The hardest part is getting to know the likes and dislikes of the particular client. The best way to do what they need to be done can be kind of mentally challenging.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, Maria. Let's go, Maria.
What was the hardest part of the job for you during your first few weeks?
The first few weeks, lifting them because I didn't know how. But I'm getting better. No more pain on my back or nothing like that.
You do have to help lift residents, but if you're trained properly to do it, it doesn't cause injury to yourself.
At first I thought, God, this is so hard, you know. I'm gonna have to do this all the time, but then it didn't bother me anymore. I just, you know, give them a shower if they have an accident, whatever, and clean them up.
One of the hardest things is dealing with soiled beds, soiled clothing, but you lose that squeamishness within, 3 days.
Sometimes they wanted to say one thing and they say another. You know, they know what they want to say, they know, but sometimes they say something completely different. So that's the challenge. It's going to be good.
It's hard to deal with people with emotional and mental disabilities sometimes. It does make you automatically question if you want to keep doing it in those moments of frustration. But that usually passes pretty quick at the end of the day.
Sometimes we're very fussy, very temperamental, and very hard to get along with because of the medication that we take or what type of disease that we have, an ailment that we have. If we have a disagreement concerning something, 5 or 10 minutes after we've had it, we've forgotten what it was about. That's because she has been with me so long.
Yeah.
I've been hit by residents, I've had drinks thrown on me by residents, I've been kicked by residents. Typically when that happens, they're in a bad state of dementia. They don't know what's going on. It doesn't happen often, but it happens.
We do training with every employee. Unfortunately, there's nothing that's foolproof. So you just try to set a person up with the best tools that they can have and hope that the situations end up as positive as possible.
I was with my previous client for quite some time, and when she expired, it broke my heart. You know, it's just, you can get so attached to them.
I think the most difficult thing really is getting to know people and you know that they're in the last stage of life and that they may not be here very much longer. Here we go. It just makes it easier understanding that it's just another stage and these people need to be loved just like they always were.
Pay and benefits for direct support will vary depending upon where you work and the type of work that you'll do.
I'm getting 30 hours a week, but at the cost of, our economy today, it's not enough for me to live on, pay rent, light and gas. And
it's minimum wage when I started off, and now it's above minimum wage, but like I still don't think it's fair.
Do you get benefits?
Yeah, we do. The owners of the business provide medical insurance for us.
I am very blessed in my situation now. I have with an agency, a staffing agency, and they fortunately pays us very well with benefits. Not all agencies have benefits.
no benefits, which is difficult, very difficult.
The first thing they have to have is a lot of passion and compassion. Without those two, don't apply here. The rest you can learn. Everything else you can learn.
In our society now, people are not patient. They're not tolerant of old people. They're not tolerant of any sort of disability, whether it be mental, physical. I don't think that everybody is cut out to be able to do this work.
There is zero tolerance for abuse, neglect, and exploitation. If I were to receive a report that someone was abusing, neglecting, or exploiting a resident, that employee would be immediately suspended, and we would initiate an investigation.
What is it like when a worker regularly doesn't show up for their shift?
It means everyone working overtime so that we can cover it. If you're not going to be reliable, your coworkers will suffer. We can't go short-staffed. We just make it work.
If someone's scheduled to come in and get me up and they don't show up, I mean, a couple days later I could be dead. So it's a lot of responsibility.
I need someone who can be dependable for a good length of time, because when they can no longer work for us, it's a burden on us to find someone.
When you get accustomed to one person, it's just like marriage. You know, you get accustomed to one person one way with certain ways, and then all of a sudden you lose them, you're lost. It creates problems because stress brings sickness, makes sickness worse.
What I tell everyone when I hire them, I say, I want you to make a commitment to me right now to be here at least a year. Some people have told me no, and they said this isn't gonna be it for me, and I said thank you so much for telling me now.
I think people come into this job with a desire to help people, to better themselves, to learn about people, and to make a difference in the world. Because like every single day, no matter what you do here, you're directly affecting somebody's life.
These people are depending on you. Their life depends on you. If you want just a job, then you have to do something like McDonald's or housekeeping, you know, that you can do and just go home. You can't just do this work and not have a heart.
Some jobs, you come and do your job, you get your paycheck, you go home. This is a job because I do need the money, but I love what I do.
I love people, you know, and especially the elderly and babies, children are my passion. I like what I do.
It's not an easy job. We need a lot of support and a lot of encouragement and all that. I don't think it's an easy job for them. But bless their hearts, they do it.
Before you accept a direct support position, ask questions such as, what are the major needs of the people I'll be supporting? What exactly will my job duties be? What is the pay? Are health insurance and other benefits included? Can I meet the people I'll be supporting? You will need to pass a criminal history check before being hired. A caring direct support worker can make a major difference in the lives of the people he or she works with, but only you can decide whether direct support is right for you.
My grandbabies are long in there.
Okay.
And
That's your grandbabies.
yeah.
And what's this one's name?
Well, that was when she was a baby, but her name is, she's 9 years old now, her name is Carrie.
And Carrie and...
That's Stacy.
Carrie and Stacy.
And
then here's... You have a very nice looking family.
Thank you.